Hello everybody, this is my first Touchdesigner tutorial. I'm gonna show you how to play with particles and NVIDIA FLEX SOLVER, and we're gonna create a simple project. I just show you the basic stuff, how to play with that, and have to interact with this kind of particles. Let's begin. So okay, I opened my Touchdesigner, I cleared that, I closed that, and from the beginning it's probably working only with NVIDIA graphic cards. I'm not sure about the AMD and other, so yeah. Anyway, let's create 3 actors here. So yeah, how I say, NVIDIA FLEX SOLVER, it's like a engine for simulating. We can simulate some physical stuff. I don't know how to explain it. So yeah, we're going inside of the actor 1. I'm gonna create here a sphere. After that, transform and null. I'm using these buttons for rendering, and here I should change uniform scale to 0.25, and sphere we changing primitive type to polygons. All right, and now we go into the actor 2, and oops, yeah, I want to change these names here. So this is gonna be a particles here, bugs, let's say, and here text. Yeah, I'm going inside to the box, not here. I'm create box, transform it, and null, of course. Also using these buttons for rendering, and here I want to change that object to, I want to scale by X and make it more like that. So we're gonna create a playground for the particles. Let me show you. And uniform scale to 3 maybe. Okay. So yeah, after that I'll prepare render, chop, light. I'm gonna use environment light here. Yeah, and for environment light we should create a texture, not composite, constant. It's, yeah, no, sorry, constant, yeah. And I'm drag and drop here to environment map. Right, we have a colors, we have a cam, we also add camera here. Well, okay, that's be fine for now. Yeah, and so we're using instancing for the particles. We go into the chop, pattern. I'll create pattern. Here in the type you should to change to random, and null for that. So here you can write the number, how many particles do you want to use. I'll write here like this number, maybe more. Yeah, 25,000. And in the channel we'll write here a little expression for we're gonna create 3 channels, okay? And after that we can use that for the instancing, and we're gonna make 25,000 particles instance. I'm drag and drop translate operator here, and here I can take dots parameters tx, ty, tz, and now we have these particles, but it's not working because we need to run our simulation. So how you can see, we have a bunch of particles what just falling, and also for comfortable pushing simulating button, I'll prepare here a keyboard in chop. I want to use button number 2, and after that I can just drag and drop this parameter to start simulating. And here Weaver active should be enabled. So every time when I pressing now 2, we see simulation. So alright, after that we go into box parameter, and here I should to change my kinetic state to static, and now it should be works fine. But in the render we didn't see nothing right now, and for that I should to prepare also material PBR for the particles, drag and drop material box. I'm gonna use wireframe, just I want to see canvas. That will be fine for me. And now I can press 2 and see something. Whoa, yeah. So how you can see these particles falling, and let me show you how it looks. Yeah, so we have a box. I respawn these particles, and after that these particles working like a liquid. Yeah. And right now I want to optimize physics, and also I want to make gravitation. I don't wanna see how particles falling down like on this position, on this, I don't know, that area. So I'll change that in NVIDIA FLEX SOLVER parameters. You can see here gravitational that stuff, and if I switch to the 0 second channel, we don't have a gravity right now here. So let me, I'm gonna create null also here. I just want to enable that chop. And so yeah, and in the NVIDIA FLEX SOLVER parameters, you can play with these parameters. If I switching particles radius, all these particles going like, I don't know, they starting shit, I don't know how to explain it. Never mind. You can see, right? You can see what's going on here. Okay, after that I'll change some size. I want to make smaller. Yeah. And I'll add here some color, and for that I also gonna use instancing. I'll create a noise and null. In noise parameters, I disabled monochrome, and I'll change period for 3 for a 3. Harmonic spread maybe 1. And yeah, so in the instance parameter instance 2, I just take that nut and put it here to color operator, and here R G B, right? But how you can see, we have a error, so we should to have the same numbers of pixels. When I press middle button and my mouse here, you can see pixels, and we have 65,000 something like that pixels, and this number should be same like in the pattern. How many particles do we use? 25,000. So I just go to common and change my resolution, and it should be, yeah, so we have a 25,000, same number here, and now you can see we see everything. All right. Environment light, I'll change timer to 3. So now it's looking great, right? After that, we also have a text, and here we can clearly use text node for that. Also transform and null. I'll write here something like, hey, I'll change vertical light to the center and horizontal light also to the center. I'll change my font. Magnifier. I can spend a lot of time for it, for typography stuff, but let me find something great, right? Oh, never mind. Dubai. So I'm enabled my rendering here, and now also I should add here PBR or some different texture, or maybe wireframe. And also in the text chop, I'll make extrude, and now I can translate position to in my text. Okay, something like that. I'll reconnect my material, and in the general parameters, we're gonna change kinematic state to static also. And now, how you can see, we have something. Yeah, very important to play also with the flex. It's if you change triangle collision direction to outward, all particles don't come inside to this through the model. Let me change position of this text, like maybe on the middle, and I also change the gravitation to -9 in I parameter. So now it's falling how I want. how you can see, we have some issues with the particles. All these particles respawning and falling from that area. So here in the particles node, I'll change translate also to the in I. Well, it's too far. Maybe minus 2.5. Also same particles falling from our playground. Maybe, yeah. And in the box I'll change uniform scale to 4. Nice. All right, that's fine. Okay, here I'll change my resolution to Full HD, and I want to show one issue also here. How you can see, we have a space between the particles and the objects, and for fix that, you should to change collision distance and make it more closer, but not too much, because all particles start falling around from our project. So you can clearly see how it's working. All right. And also I don't like these colors, how it looks. And for that I want to add, oh shit, what's going on? Yeah. And for that I'll add CCAO for our composition, and now you can see shadows. Let me also make my camera closer, and I want to change particle radius more, something like that. Yeah. And these particles I make bigger a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, in any time you can disable your render. I'll disable render for the box area, or you can make something like that. All right. Yeah. So also in the noise parameter you can change your colors. For now it's not looking in like final results, but anyway. Yeah. Now second trick what I want to show you. It's stuff with the force node and how it works easily. Actually, you just using this node for force field, and when I turn it on, you can change the strength by plus, maybe this number, and when I change my radius, you can clearly see how it's generate a field with powering, or opposite way, it's if I change the minus, you can see the sphere here. And for that I want to see this field, how it looks, how it's big, and for that I also can create here inside a sphere after that transform. No. And very important to add here material, because for force field we cannot use materials like here. no, it's not possible. So for that I'm using material node, and also add here wireframe now. And yeah, I'll turn two displays for now because I want to change something else. You can take parameter radius here in the first field parameter and use it for uniform scale in transform model. And now when I change my force field radius to something bigger, we can see visualization, how it works and how many particles this object take. Alright, or if I want to change my position, you also can see how many objects this take. Alright, so with that parameter I want to play with my mouse, and I create here a mouse in chop. After that select, because I want to split my channels to TX and TI. Here I take TI, here I take TX. Matte for some calibration. Ctrl C, Ctrl V, also null. And now when I press here, I can copy that parameter and put it to translate, and here also I'll disable the rendering for now, and now you can see nice real-time simulating. And here I can multiply my TX position to 3 or 2, 3 probably. Here TI to also 2 or 3. So yeah. Also, if you don't wanna play with your mouse and interact with these particles by your mouse, you can use just a simple LFO for that, and you can make f-thematic waves. Yeah, for example, I'll change my amplitude to 3, and you can see this parameter now going from -3 to 3, and frequency I change my speed, make it more slowly, and in X form I just put this node here and put in here. So how you can see, it's our result. I think it's very colorful and great composition for, I don't know, commercial stuff. So yeah, if you have any issues, you can ask me about that, and also I'll share that project, and you can use it for everything. So alright, see you in the next tutorial.